The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. On that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
The Packers at 5-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers!
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. His throw incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
Open man is Marquez Stevenson. He'll get it inside the 20, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down at 4. Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
But how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after one. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On 2nd and inches, Murray. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. McBride on the slant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's swung out wide to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 7-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damian Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Running right, Jones. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercept.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Right side to Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A final shot before half from Murray. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Murray. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They run again with Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside, nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
Let's go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run off tackle with Jones.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Back to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Murray.
That's caught by Stevenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on